I am going to be ushering spring in today. So I saw this amazing lemon bundt cake with a lemon glaze recipe online yesterday and immediately went to the store and stocked up on lemons. So let's do a little spring homemaking and baking today. All right, so I am not going to claim to be a cooking page, but I do love to bake, and I think having seasonal treats is such a fun way to elevate your home, and you can fill bellies of your friends and your family and just really create something beautiful. So that's what we're going to do today. So I've already had like some ingredients that needed to be room temperature, so I went ahead and pulled out the eggs and sour cream. Sour cream in any baked item makes it absolutely divine. So I am going to pull out my mixer and get all of my ingredients ready, and then we're just gonna get to baking. I found this recipe on Handle the Heat, their website. I will leave it all linked below, and let's get started. All right, now we need 2.5 cups of sugar. And then we're going to just mix in our lemon zest. I got a little bit more than 4 tablespoons, but you know, it's fine. We love lemon. And I don't want to waste it. So I'm gonna mix this really well, so all of the lemon zest blends in with the sugar. That is looking really nice and fluffy. So now it just wants us to add our eggs and the sour cream. That way we don't risk any shells being in the batter. And I already went ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I had already got my butter melted, so it's been cooling there for a little bit. In between takes, I've been working on a Facebook Marketplace purchase. I found this beautiful blue cabinet, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep it blue or if I'm gonna like paint it black. I don't know. But I don't know that black's really gonna go well over there. All right, adding the eggs. So I don't think black is really the move, but I'm not sure. We're gonna have to just play around with some paint colors. But anyways, I'm super excited about it. It's the perfect depth, it's the perfect size. It's going to look so good. So I've been messaging the girl back and forth, like setting up a time to go pick it up. So that's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna mix this up. And it says to mix well, and then we're going to, so we're gonna mix this up really well, and then I'm going to just drizzle in the melted butter I have on the stove. And then we'll be ready to mix in the dry ingredients. So we're almost there, and then it's just gotta bake, and then we'll make a glaze, and it's gonna be perfect. I don't know how to not make a mess doing this, so. Okay, we're doing good. I just don't like want it to get too full, you know. Getting a lemon squeezer press, whatever, I don't know what it's called, technically was such a game changer. It has made like getting lemon juice and all the things so much easier, like fresh squeezed. So, you know, it's just, it really is so much better. So like, I mean, literally it's not even much force. So let's see how close we are. Prop that on another bowl. We're just all about the bowls today. All right, perfect. So there's a seed, oh my gosh. Don't want a lemon seed, okay. I'm not an aesthetic baker, like, I'm really not. We got a mess going on. All right, we're gonna very carefully add these ingredients. Really try not to make a mess. I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time. All right, y'all, so this cake came out absolutely, I don't want it to fall, absolutely perfectly. Oh my gosh, so happy. So I am now going to get started on the glaze. It's going to be like a lemon powdered sugar glaze. I need to go find a cake stand to put this on. I don't know if I have one that will fit. I do have a wooden one that's really big. So I might go grab that. So let's pause and then we're gonna transfer it over there. But oh my gosh, look how good it came out. I'm so happy. So I have this beautiful wooden cake stand and I'm just going to very carefully scoot it from one to the other. This has been cooling for a while. For the glaze, I am going to be doing 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. We're just gonna call the rest of this container. I do have more, but I think this will be fine. Okay, we're going to add in the juice of 1 lemon. This is just one of the lemons that we got all the zest off of. So I use my little juice press, my little lemon squeezer or juice press. I don't know what it's technically called, but we're just gonna squeeze some lemon in there. And then we're going to add in about 2 tablespoons of some milk. I'm just gonna eyeball this. With powdered sugar, you can always add a little bit more of the powdered sugar. If not, then we're just gonna whisk it up real good. And you want it runny, but not too runny. So about this consistency. Perfect. It's flavorful, it's full of lemon. Like, come on, spring, where you at? All right, so to make this really easy, I'm just gonna use a spoon and I'm just going to spoon it on the top. And you can have it run over. Oh, y'all, this is about to be so good. Actually, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more powdered sugar to this. That's probably better. Okay, much better. All right, so now we're just gonna let it set for about 15 minutes before we can dig in. So good. We're gonna find out. Hey friends, for one, I'm really sorry that I have been so absent on here. Last month, I just kind of got really busy and just kind of was like not in the headspace to be filming anything, and I didn't want to just make a video to make a video, and just kind of like waste anybody's time. So we recentered, and I have a few little spring things that we're gonna be doing today. It is 5:30 on a Tuesday night, and I meant to start this video earlier. I've like filmed a few clips up until now, but we're gonna actually like sit down and get started. So I will share with you guys a little thrifting and antiquing haul I did over the weekend, and then today I went to Goodwill and just got a few things. But so y'all know how I talked about doing a little plate wall behind me. So this is our banquette. I've currently pushed the table away so I could actually get in here and be able to hang up these pieces. But I have been collecting some plates, And part of like my little antique haul was a larger blue and white plate that I got. I've just been trying to like find some different sizes, and then, you know, there, you can buy plates for like 30 bucks, which is just insane. So I was looking for something that was much more affordable, but I have just got a wide range. Well, that's not very wide range, but I've just got a few different, I've got some small plates. I've got the red, and then here's one with some blue that I actually need to wash before I use this on the wall. But just a few that I've gotten from the antique stores. And then I have one that I got from Home Goods, which I just think is really pretty because it's brown and cream, and it's just got birds and some peonies, which I love peonies. So I love this plate, and it's got a little bit of like scalloped texture. So I will need to go like wipe all these down. I guess they've just like collected dust sitting here. Typical, right? But, and then this is the plate I got over the weekend. How beautiful is this? So this is a Defland, made in England. I don't really know much about it, but it's really pretty. It's got like a windmill, and then some ships. Like the center image is a windmill, and then it's got ships on the outside. So I think that's pretty, and we're just gonna start the plate wall. And I'm going to take down the photo behind me, I believe. I don't know. We're gonna play around with it, but I want to grow this plate wall. Like, I really just want my house to just like be so cluttered with things. I'm not cluttered, y'all know what I mean, but like curated, and just have some more things. But anyways, so I just have some little saucers and some smaller-ish plates. I actually do have a few like white plates outside, but I don't have any more of these little plate holders, and Hobby Lobby was out the last time I went. So I ran over there one day and looking for more, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this project this week, and I couldn't find any of those, but I found this one, which is the disc plate hanger. Apparently they're made in England. They're for this particular thing. Apparently this should be really good for like items like this. Like, this is what it's intended for. So I'm not sure which plate I will use this on. I mean, I guess it'll work on these, like even if they've got like the ridges. Anyways, we'll figure it out, guys. We always do. So I am going to go wash these real quick, and then we're going to start hanging them up. And I'm super excited to just get this plate wall started. And you know, we can always move stuff around. It's just nail holes. So if we get more and accumulate more and have to move things around, it's all good. So let's get started on this. Okay, this is just a little hint for all of my DIY girls. You guys just need to keep something like this in your house. It's just got an assortment of apparently 5, the dog's trying to drink her water, sorry. So it's just got an assortment of different little nails, screws, picture frame, little saw teeth looking dudes. There's some anchors in there, thumbtacks. I love having this. This makes it real easy, so I don't have to like go out to the garage and look for nails in my husband's stash. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my plate hangers on these pieces, and then we'll do the little disc one. So excited. It is actually the next morning. So I started to work on this, but the larger ones were too big for my larger plates, and they're like only a 9-inch diameter, which I thought was just weird. I thought it would fit. I guess maybe not. Yeah. For plates, something to 11 inches, but this is only up to 8 inches. So like, what are you supposed to do with 9 and 10-inch plate holders? So I'm scrapping these, like this little clip-on one, and I'm gonna do the disc holders. So this morning I just dropped my preschooler off, and then I ran to Hobby Lobby because this was the only place that carried them near me. So I went and bought 3 big ones and then 2 small ones, because I actually have another plate in my garage in my decor stash that I want to add to this wall. I made sure like that it was gonna fit those, and I think the 4-inch one will be fine for the, it's like a more oval white plate. I'll go find it in a little bit, but so I did the one last night. So last night I only had one of these little disc holders, and I went ahead and applied it and left it overnight. I followed the directions. Then I was like watching on TikTok, and people were just like wetting these one time with water and then just immediately sticking them on the plate. So I don't know if that's really what you should do, but I did. I'm glad I only had one at a time to do this. So using these little special hooks, like the ones that come down out of the wall, I'll leave a picture right here, what I'm talking about. I want to use those just so like they're really secure. In our house, if you slam the doors, like the whole house shakes. So like I want something that's like fairly sturdy, but I went to hang this plate up on that this morning and the hook was above it. So now I know for my smaller plates, I need to like put this more towards the bottom of the plate of where I'm gonna hang it. Just that way I can like make sure it's actually at the right, that way like you don't see what I'm hanging it off of. But this one I think will be fine just on a nail. And if anything, you can just soak these in warm water and the glue comes off. So maybe if I end up finding a really good deal on these, I'll just buy more and then I'll redo this one, but you know, not a big deal. So I am going to go ahead and just start the process of getting these on there, because it said to like leave it overnight, which I did. And like last night I tried to like move it and it was still very movable. So I just put a bowl on top of it and then just put a can inside the bowl just to like make sure it held, you know, just like put some weight on it. So I'm going to finish doing that and then I'm gonna get ready for the day. Because I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and run my errand. That way I can like, while I'm already out of the house, I'll just get all that done. So I hope that this lighting is okay. That might be a little bit better. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go do this on all of my plates and just let them sit. So this might be like a tomorrow morning thing. I plan to have this video up on Sunday, I believe. So that's fine. But we're not gonna be hanging plates just yet. We gotta do the process, y'all. It's worth just doing it correctly. So